Hello everyone and welcome back to another fresh cast. I am the Cookie Maker and today we're going to be watching a PvT brought to you by hold on a sec, I don't want to screw this one up. Alejandrisha from Team Liquid, who has just posted an awesome Colossus drop guide after going Nexus first. So if you got balls, I'd read this guide. Or if you're a female with a lot of brass, I guess, then check this guide out and try it. It looks like a lot of fun, and the replay is right here. So first of all, we know that this is going to be a Nexus first guide, so our Chrono, our blue hero here, also known as Alejandrisha, is going to want to be scouting to make sure his opponent is not doing some ridiculous one-base all-in, which is pretty friggin' hard to hold if you go 15Nexus. No lie for that. As you notice up in the corner, I have the unit's loss tab up. We're going to leave that up for the majority of the game just to see the colossal damage that our towering giants do when they get dropped, just because it's pretty ridiculous how quickly it stacks up. It's like a stim marine drop in like a fully saturated mineral line almost. So one of the big things that he wants to scout for sure is whether his opponent is going to be going 1 rack CC or 15 CC, because those are both builds that this is viable against. Otherwise, if it's like a 2 racks, 3 racks, 4 racks pressure all in, that sort of thing off one base, or a 1-1-1, he's pretty stiffed, and he knows it. So that's when he adjusts his build order, and we don't get to see those replays because he often loses if he tries to go speed warp prism off this. But anyways, so the build focuses around getting a quick Colossus tech after getting on a fast 2 bases. And after getting that Colossus tech, you get up to the speed warp prism, because my god, those things are fast. Holy crap. Like, they are by far like the fastest thing I've ever seen. I think speed warp prisms are actually faster than Mutas. I might be wrong, but it's pretty ridiculous. You'll see one of these. It's like, it looks like a crackling on creep. It's like, holy Jesus. Anyways, so our lovely red Terran opponent here is just doing very standard 1 racks into orbital command here, and we'll see what he wants to do with his next minerals. He's sitting on 200 already, and if he keeps banking it up, he's probably going to go for that 16 CC right there, which is pretty popular with a lot of the Terrans these days, especially on maps with a nice ramp here that you can put a bunker at. As we see, our hero's gone for the 15Nexus, balls to the wall, and has also dropped his first gate and assimilator in very standard timing shortly thereafter. Just to check it out real quick, the build order for the record was 9 pylon, then 15 Nexus, then 16 Gateway, then 17 Pylon, and then 18 Gas. And now, finally, he's working on his 20 core, and he's chrono boosting out this first Zealot. He wants to make sure that he gets this Zealot out in time, and he's going to be spending quite a bit of chrono on Zealots as well as a Stalker, because what he wants to do is poke with the first little bit. We see he's finally going out for a bit of a late scout now, which is something that he mentioned in his guide, but he likes to scout a little bit sooner, but didn't in this case. As well, what he likes to call a bunker check poke is what he's going to be doing after he's got that 15 Nexus up now. Is looking at if we look at the units tab, we see sitting on 21 probes to 18 SCVs, so he's got a bit of an economic lead so far. But of course, nothing that mules can't cancel out, and especially once the CC gets up, it's going to be negated a little bit quicker. As well, so we see he's got that second Zealot out now. It was chrono boosted out. And he's got 2 Zealots and this Stalker, and what he's doing is he's sending these Zealots out across the map now, because that Stalker, once it's finished being chrono boosted out, he's going to actually chase them across the map, and they're going to come right here and do a quick little check for this bunker, because if he doesn't have this bunker up, ooh, you micro, and snipe some Marines, snipe some SCVs, do whatever you can. In this case, the bunker is going to be up, so we'll see what his response is. The next big thing in the build is to get out a pylon on 32, which we see he plopped down right there. It was a little bit earlier. And so far it's been very, very standard so far. Constant probe production after the gateway cyber core go down. Just a little bit of lots of chrono on the gateway just to get those units out in case there is something heavy coming on. But nope, he checks for the bunker, knows his opponent is expanded at this point. He realizes that is definitely an expansion build, so I'm going to have no trouble at all. And is he going to walk right by? Nope, just going to take some damage from those Zealots and fail. Yeah, and those Marines look like they want to give chase, but not going to happen. Don't do it, man. Don't leave the herd. That's right. Hey guys, look, I'm a tough guy. Don't wait. Where are you going? Wait for me. I'm getting the first in the bunker. I'm first one in the bunker. I'm safe. Anyway, so a little quick, just a tiny little gateway poke there, just making sure he's safe. That's the big thing. Is he wants to know that there isn't a big all-in coming. When he sees that bunker out front, generally means it's going to be, especially when he sees those Marines out there, he knows there's going to be a CC there to back it up. So here's where it goes down. We see, let me just check what the numbers were on this one. I didn't see it go down exactly, but it was on 40, around the 38 or 40 mark, I think, or 42 mark even. He added 2 gateways, and then also threw down, on 42, he threw down this robo. Or this robo, my mistake. And the first thing he does is immediately gets out a Warp Prism, and he chronos it. That's big. You need to chrono that out. So what he's going to do is he's going to chrono out this Warp Prism, and he's also going to chrono out an Observer. So he's going to get an Observer and Warp Prism out, and because they're chronoed, what's going to happen is they're going to finish perfectly in time for this the Robotics Bay to finish as well. So what he does is he goes chrono on Warp Prism, ops, and then immediately as he's finished, it lines up really well, and he gets a wonderful big Colossus out too. So it goes one after the other, and the timings are awesome. We see he puts another pylon at the front, of course, just remembering that, of course, the build is a little bit flexible with regards to where you put your buildings and pylons and such, and just you know, it's not super super outrageously tight or outrageously fixed. You just want to make sure that you hit the timings with those units and upgrades. And look at this. Obs is going to finish after being chrono boosted out, and Colossi starts almost immediately after that. Really good job by him. And one of the big things that he wanted to notice was, in this guide, notice how he has 3 sentries out. That's critical, because if the Terran's going for a big 2-base push, which he isn't in this case right now, but, well, he isn't yet at this point, but he may very well do that, you need those sentries out to force field off that ramp. Especially, not necessarily 3, he recommends having at least 2, but the big thing is to see if you can get as many as you can, usually 2 or 3, before making that Colossus, because, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you can make that Colossus directly on time. So the critical thing in this replay is that, as we watch it, we even go back, hold on a second. We'll go back just 20 seconds if that's right. So, he's going to warp in those sentries, and but just after doing that, he knows, he warps in that last one, and he still is almost at 300 gas, and he sees where he is on the production here. He knows he's going to have 300 gas in time to get that Colossus out, so he felt safe warping in an extra sentry. See, he warped in something else with gas. What was it? Oh, he started up, that's right. He also started the speed, Warp Prism speed, also known as the gravitic drive. So that was crucial. What he needed was, I'm not sure exactly how much that upgrade costs. If somebody wants to refresh my memory on that, we'll go back to it, and it is not done yet. Okay, so he gets out the 3 sentries. Looking at his gas, he's at approximately 400. Starts gravitic drive. There it is, and still has 300 for that Colossus. So the clutch thing was to have 400 gas right when that Robotics Bay finishes for that upgrade and a Colossus. Anyways, okay, let's skip forward a little bit ahead and back to the units lost tab. Right now we're sitting on 1 unit lost, and I believe it was a probe. It was probably a probe. And we see a scan, money scan going down to the base, but does not see that Warp Prism picking up that Colossus, so he is not going to know exactly what's up. Ooh, might be able to see it if he checks the tower. Look at the units lost tab again. He does lose the probe. Oh no, but did he see the Warp Prism? That's a really good question. So big 2-base push is coming, and Warp Prism is about to start, and let's slow things down a bit. Back on faster. So this 2-base push is definitely going to be held off by these sentries at the gate, and the drop happens. Bam! He starts sniping them down. 2, 3. Oh god, this thing gets so many kills. I'm just going to hotkey it right now so we can, oh my god, and look at this. Shields are dying, picks it up and is gone. And this Warp Prism, sentries at the front. Really good job, guys. And now that the Colossus tech is revealed, these guys are not poking their asses back up the ramp. Oh yeah, one of those other things to mention, he got a second Colossus. Because, well, you already have Colossus tech, why not use it, right? I mean, so, really. He also did go for 2 Forge, double upgrades, and Twilight Council, which he isn't upgrading out of yet. And this is one of the things that he wanted to say is a little bit more flexible about his guide, is that this double Forge with Twilight might be a little unsafe. He's not sure. You might want to add gateways and units instead, but he likes it right so far. And it's working out really well because, look at that, Sentry's force field at the front. Anyways, back to the mineral line where this Colossus is ridiculously powerful. And, oh my god, 29 units lost. A lot of those might have been Marines at the front, but oh no, is it going to go down? Is it going to go down? Not a chance. Look at how fast that thing is. Holy crap. It's just Speedy Gonzalez there with a big Colossus sitting in his belly. I'm trying to look at the speed of this. 3.38 with that upgrade. And taking so much damage, but spreading it out so well. And oh my god, that Colossus is boss. As well, this push at the front is completely held off because those sentries with that Colossus aren't letting anything up the ramp that doesn't want to get suicided. Uh-oh, Viking out, but what's the Viking's minute speed? 2.75. Oh, can it catch up? Can it kill? Not a chance, man. That thing is so fast. Look at how fast it is. It's like a mouse running away with the cheese. I got you. Anyways, 36 units lost so far for our poor Terran player. And if we look at the supply, it's pardon me, that's not the supply. We're gonna go up here. If we look at the supply, it's 94 to 116, and that might even be in workers killed. Oh, almost 15 workers killed, and that was none of them were SCVs. I remember he got out with his scouting SCV, so, or pardon me, none of those was a scout. So that Colossus, if we're looking at it correctly, should have 15 kills. But it's a hero Colossus, of course, and he wants to keep it in there. So what's he gonna do? Send it right back for more kills. Yeah, didn't learn your lesson the first time. Needs to put up turrets, needs to put up more Vikings. Oh, what's your Viking doing over here when it should be over here? Oh, more kills. What have we got? 20. Oh my god, 27 kills. That's disgusting. Oh, power of the Colossus drop. Oh, did I mention this whole time? He's getting his third up. What's the Terran doing? Sitting on 2 bases with tanks and Marines, and he's like, whoa, dirt, what do I do? He does not know how to respond to this Colossus tech, especially with, you know, sentries and more Colossus, so yeah, he's sitting in his base, and you're free to take a third, and eventually we're going to see he's going to take his fourth as well, because he knows the Terran can realistically push out and gain map presence right here, but if you take a third and fourth here, they go relatively uncontested for a long time, and you got a serious advantage for it. So the victorious Colossus running away and just recharging all their shields. That War Prism with 100 shields is way beefier than it used to be now, so don't be afraid to put that in the middle of the battle as long as there aren't like 900 Marines shooting right at it. As well, we see he's chronoing, or he was chronoing up those good upgrades, just getting them out, and of course adding on more gateways to go along with the Colossus tech. One of the big things that he loves to do is also research charge, because this Terran started with tanks, has a couple of them out, but that charge is going to annihilate his own units if he goes with the tanks. And oh, the Viking now smartly on patrol, but the victorious Colossus escapes again after maybe sniping another couple kills. I'd like to see it. We'll keep tabs on it for when he drops it again. As we can see, he is a little bit ahead so far right now, but big difference is going to come when this third. Now that this third has really started kicking in and his production is kicked in. He is on so many gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Is that 8 gateways? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 7 gateways? 8 gates. It is 8 gates. If I can select them all. There it is. 8 gates at once. And a Stargate, and Templar Archives, and a Fleet Beacon. Yeah, he do what he won't at this point, because he has, oh man, look at this Colossus medevac interception. Uh-oh. That's 8 Marines. What can you do against that? Oh, Colossus can clean that up. Oh, you forgot. This medevac pilot was a bit of a doofus, by the way. He completely forgot to drop all his units. Ooh, they stim, and are they going to pick it up? Not a chance. 1 Colossus War Prism. Beautifully microed. Look at how much damage he took on the shields. Really good micro there. But Colossus just snipes out 8 Marines with medevac support. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. And he takes his fourth, because at this point the Terran has no map presence. He's gonna need to push out at some point. There we go. We see the scan goes down the obs, and he knows the Terran's probably looking to take his third and push out at the same time. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna pull his army back. Not gonna want to engage with this. He has a pretty small army compared to the powerful upgrades, but rejoins with these forces, and now it looks scary. Oh god, 4 Colossus. Those are quite a few Vikings. That's not bad for Vikings, but what are the upgrades on the Vikings? 0-0. How come? Because our upgrades are 2-2, soon to be 3-3. If we go to the production tab, we look at, oh man, they're almost done. Air weapons level 1 is coming up. I think he's getting that just for the mothership, if you ask me. But and then we see ground weapons level 3, of course, and ground ground armor level 3 coming up as well. Back to the units lost tab, it's now 46-6, and this game is looking more and more one-sided, especially if you can get that fourth base to kick in. Now, the trick is going to know when to send probes. I don't think he's sent any yet at this point, because the Terran obviously has a significant army presence on the map. But the Terran is just getting his third base up, had to mule it a couple of times. And, oh, what do you know? You got a third base? Hey, I like third bases. Nom 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 nom. Quick, what do we do? Oh my god. The wild Colossus appears. Catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. Go! SCVs attack with drill mining power. Oh my god. 40 kills, 40 kills. And it's out of there. The Ninja Colossus escapes again, and the turret's going down. Oh my god, you see that? Do it again, do it again. Oh, damn it, took a hit. Oh! The last one, he dropped it there and picked it up again before the concussive shell hit it. Oh, that was so beautiful. That's some excellent Colossus micro. If you want to practice that, I believe the random micro challenge in the custom games has that option, or it doesn't have the option to practice specific ones, but you'll find that in one of the challenges for sure. It's really fun. I know they do it for sure with Goliaths and Banshees. It's really, really fun to try and pick up your Goliath micro before the Banshees can hit it. It's tons of fun. Anyway, so we see a little small little paltry force going to come up here and attempt to snipe this face. It's looking relatively unopposed, and he should do a pretty good job. But cells get worked in and cancel. But immediately working against the second pylon. Really good idea to have more than one pylon at your expansion. If that pylon goes down, you got nothing. Ooh, big engagement in the center, and we see Colossus just chewing apart the main army. Oh, look at this. And this army is so powerful compared to the Terran army. As well, he doesn't even warp in reinforcements in the middle. He warps them into this fourth. And he's definitely going to save this because the Terran is way, way, way too engaged in this map. Look at this. Oh, crushing now. He's going to bust right through this barracks wall. I don't even know if this is going to finish. And this Colossus opening has proven to be so powerful. All of these Vikings are forced to retreat. They have, what's their upgrades? Still 0-0. What's the upgrades here? 3-3. And that's game! Oh, the power of the Colossus drop. Check it out. Try it sometime. Of course, you gotta have the nut if you want to try and get that 15Nexus up. That is super powerful. Anyways, this has been another Fresh Cast, and I am the Cookie Maker. Please go and check out the guide by Alejandrisha on Team Liquid on how to get balls and do a 15Nexus into speed Warp Prism Colossus drop. Thank you very much.